How are we doing? For game 3 of 4 here in Philadelphia as the Mets have dropped the first two, unfortunately, on the road in rough fashion in game 1. And then game 2 last night, we absolutely got smoked. So it was not a fun game at all. But we're here, a new game, hopefully a better one. The Mets are awaiting the first pitch here. A little delay here to start the game as they're waiting for the Phillies to even take the field here. The Mets dropped game 1, 1-0. They had second, third, 1 out, had a chance to tie it or take the lead, and McNeil and Alvarez both struck out, so unfortunately did not. Yesterday, game 2, was close for a little bit, got out of hand after a while, and the final score eventually was 9-3. As the Phillies take the field here, Christopher Sanchez, as the last time out for Sanchez was not good against the New York Mets. Actually, no, I don't think it was against the Mets, actually. I think I just lied. See, the Giants lost, which is big for the Mets, so win here, get them up another game. The Phillies going to win the division, probably is over. Yeah, my bad. Sanchez's last 2 starts both went 7 innings, both only allowed 1. He's been dominant after the rough Mets start. Trying to get back in action here today. Ranger Suarez was probably the best I've ever seen him. 12 strikeouts through 7 one-hit innings, was dominant. Aaron Nola was dominant. The Mets offense has gone ice cold ever since taking a 2-3 from Detroit. Thought all the momentum will be on them, but they really lost after losing 2-3 to Reds. Back-to-back here in Philly, and they're now on a 4-game losing streak. As the division lead at the moment is the wildcard lead above the Giants is now 2.5 games. A win here will make it 3-4 because the tiebreaker, and a loss will go back to 2. This is a big game. Tomorrow there's another game, same time I believe. 6:45. I think the Phillies got Luzardo going. I know the Mets have Clay Holmes going tonight. Yeah, tomorrow's game is 10:15 on Fox. Luzardo versus Peterson has been struggling as of late. But now we got Clay Holmes going tonight. We need him to we need him to have a huge game for us. Clay Holmes in his last time out against Detroit went 4-2 third, struck out 6, but let up 2 runs, 3 unearned, 3 walks. Before that, Miami did not do good. So did not fit the Phillies last time out. He will now face the Phillies here as we're already 3 minutes late past the original starting time. But it looks like we're underway. Christopher Sanchez alongside Lindor, and the first pitch here of Game 3 to Lindor is drilled to center field on the first pitch. It is back, and Bader has room for 1 pitch, 1 out to the warning track. Lindor was coming out swinging early, and the great center fielder Harrison Bader runs it down. 1 pitch, 1 out for Sanchez. A good start for him. So Donovan Walton getting his first start of the series for the Phillies. A Met. He was with the Mets during spring training, did not make the team. Picked up by the Phillies, obviously now. Marsh, Bader, Kepler. Bader's been absolutely killing the Mets all season with the Twins, with the Phillies now especially. But here's Juan Soto. Had a rough game yesterday. Soto versus Sanchez. The first pitch, Soto is a sinker inside, 1-0 on Soto. Soto just joined the 30-30 club last year. So 30 stolen bases, 118 walks. So a beautiful down year for him. The 1-0 here to Soto is a fastball inside, 1-1. The count evens up. So missed the first pitch inside. He got the second fastball in there. So on his 18-game on base streak for Soto, 7 homers, 22 RBIs, 19 runs, and 20 walks. He's doing everything that we could ask him to do during this pennant race here. So Sanchez is 1-1 here to Juan Soto. Is liner up the middle, base hit for Soto. A 19-game on base streak for Soto as he has a 1-at base hit on the changeup there. And the Mets have the first base run of the game. So the division race is probably over. You're down by pretty sure it's 8 games now. So you're down to 8 games. Here's Vientos moving third, so moving up in the orders. He's been hot away. Hit a homer yesterday off David Robertson. Last 22 games, 10 overs, 25 RBIs, 1,000 plus OBS, hitting 304. He's been red hot. He's been the hottest hitter on the team. They're going to need him also, obviously. He looks much more composed at the plate, much more confident, and much more patient. So pitch was a ball, by the way. So the 1-0 from Sanchez to Vientos is bounce foul on the changeup 1-1. He was early on that one. So, so what was I saying? 8-game division lead. There's 17 games to go. There's still, if you're delusional, there's still a chance, but very, very slim chance. And at this point, he's got to fight for the wildcard spot. You're going to be on the road either way, probably playing LA or San Diego. Or, I mean, if you manage to get that second spot, you play the Cubs. So, you're going to be on the road either way. So, 1-1, Soto in first here. Sanchez is 1-1 here to Vientos. It is a changeup outside, 2-1. So, the high-speed pitching. The lowest OPS on the changeup. Sanchez is second, right behind Tariq Skubal. But the Mets are 4 for 9 in the changeup last time they met, and Soto had a base hit on the changeup here. So Sanchez is 2-1 of Soto taking lead off first. The 2-1. And a nice changeup there. Got a swing and a miss. Would have been ball 3, but as Sanchez loves, his change is nasty. Alonso on deck behind Vientos. So this really makes the lineup dangerous against the lefty Sanchez and Vientos. If you got Lindor, Soto, Vientos, Alonso. And then after that, it doesn't get any easier. But the Mets offense is red hot. They started going down a little struggle now. So the 2-2, Soto's running. The 2-2 to Vientos is low, and Soto has his 31st stolen base of the year. And the Mets have run score position here, 1 out. So it's 3-2 now on Vientos. A nice take there on the changeup. Ramiro never made a throw, as I don't know if he juggled it or Soto just a big enough jump. Looks like just a great jump. There we go. 3-2 from Sanchez to Vientos. Looks back at Soto, makes no move. The pitch, it's right down the pipe. Strike 3, 2 out. So I think Vientos probably looking for another changeup. He got frozen with a fastball right down the pipe. So 2 outs now for Pete Alonso coming up the hit with Soto on second. This is Mets versus Phillies, third game of the series. Phillies have taken the first 2 here, as unfortunately. So Alonso Soto on second now. Sanchez's first pitch here to Peter Alonso has been a little bit of a struggle. The first pitch here is a fastball, called a strike. Looked inside, but it's called a strike. So career versus Sanchez, 5 for 24 with a double and 1 homer, but struck out 10 times against him. So he's not been that good against Sanchez in his career. It's 0-1 now on Pete Alonso. Sanchez 0-1. It's changed up low, 1-1. So Sanchez taking a big look on Soto, who stole third base yesterday, which was his 30th. You know what? To put something out there. Soto's down 9 away. How about a 40-40 season? 2 homers away from 40, 9 stolen bases away from 40. I mean, a 40-40, that would be crazy. A 1-1 here for Sanchez to Alonso. It is another fastball down the pipe. We watched it, 1-2. So the Mets are just a sinker, I guess, but same fucking. The Mets are just not seeing the single well. So 1-2, I think he's going to throw change up strike 3 because he don't have to fucking slugs. So the 1-2 from Sanchez to Alonso. Here's the pitch. And boom by him. High fastball, 97, strike 3. So back-to-back Ks after the 1-out base hit for Soto on Vientos Alonso. Phillies come with the hit.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato.
Cap, yeah, fuck you. Huh? But as I was stating, now that you're in here, just reminded me, the Giants are 2.5 games within the Mets in the wildcard race. So they're catching up, but the Mets trying to just maintain their lead. As the Giants lost today, thank gosh, 5-3 to Arizona. So the wild card race right now is looking as Arizona's 4 games, or let's go, Cardinals are 4.5 behind the Mets. The Diamondbacks are 4, Reds are 3, and the Giants are 2.5 behind the Mets. But the Mets have the tiebreaker on all those teams besides the Reds, which the Reds do play tonight versus the Padres. Cardinals play the Mariners. So we need the Padres and Mariners to get a win, as the Diamondbacks already handle business. But all this doesn't matter unless the Mets win. I mean, the Mets need a win. It's fortunately a big game.
On their starting lineup, the Phillies, Harrison Bader on pace to have the best season for batting average that any player has ever had against the New York Mets.
So Castellanos getting a day off. Same with Sosa. Bader going to stay in the leadoff hole against Clay Holmes. Schwarber had that big 3-run homer for his 50th of the year. Yes, the Holmes is facing the Phillies for the first time ever as a starter, obviously. Here we go. Clay Holmes has said the first pitch to Bader is a sinker right down the pipe. Strike one. A nice start for Bader. For Holmes and the Mets. Bader's 15 for 26, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, 8 stolen base, hitting .577 versus New York this year. And a nice change up there, 0-2. Bader went flat for that one. Bader's having a really good year. He's gonna get a nice year probably all season. He's hitting .279, 15 homers, 40 plus RBIs. Amazing defense like always. And the OPS is pretty good. So a nice year for Bader. I wish the Mets brought him back. Couldn't even trade for him. The 0-2. Leinert, and Bader's another hit. Oh my gosh. An 0-2 changeup, and it got up and in, and Bader drives to the left field for once again another hit versus New York. Should have brought him fucking back, bro. I don't understand. Instead, he got fucking Jose Siri out there who's hurt all year. Cedric Mullins, who can't hit a fucking beach ball. And Tom Taylor, who started heating up and got hurt. So they got speed on first. You got the MVP in Schwarber here. The first pitch, Schwarber swing, and a big rip of that sinker, 0-1. Schwarber capped off the game with a 3-run 50th bomb of the year last night. So, trying to get started here early as the Phillies. Holmes 0-1 here with Bader on first. 0-1 is a ball. Here's the home run. Justin Hageman just threw a hanging cutter. Looked like he drilled it. 437 to left field. That was absolutely crushed by Kyle Schwarber. But now Holmes is 1-1 here to Kyle Schwarber. But Bader still taking the lead off first. Is a high cutter. 2-1. Bryce Harper on deck. So Schwarber this year, the Mets held in check. 8 for 41, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, hitting .195. The Mets normally, Schwarber normally kills the Mets, but this year it's been a little different. The 2-1 here, Schwarber is a low and insider, 3-1. So Holmes just not giving him anything to hit here, as you got Harper on deck. The Holmes is 3-1 here to Schwarber, who also has a good eye, and it's up and in. Ball 4. And the Phillies have the first 2 on. Bader and Kyle Schwarber. And here's Bryce Harper, no outs. The infield, you got Vigantes at third, Lindor short, Luciano Acuna getting another start second, Pete Alonso first, and Alvarez back in there at catcher. In the outfield, you got the normal 3. It's going to look like here with Nimmo, Siri, and Soto. Siri making his second game off the IL, as he had a double in yesterday's game. And here's Harper, who could really and they hit him. Bases are loaded.
So a nightmarish beginning for Clay Holmes. The 12th batteries hit this year.
Well,
Exactly on that pitch. For left-handers,
looks like it's going to be one of those games, eh? So, leadoff base hit, a walk and hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded with no outs. And you got one of the top pitchers in the NL on the mound. This is. They're really going to get swept in this 4-game series. They come here to Philly after sweeping them a couple weeks ago, And you're going to get swept in a 4-game series. They don't have Turner or Bone, by the way. Phillies are going to be a very dangerous team.
Early in the season with untouchable runners in scoring position. Even at this point, though, the average against them is 202 this year overall.
Well, here's JT Realmuto, who's in a free agent year. He's really struggled for the Mets, only 1 RBI. But bases loaded, no outs, and a double play will be huge here. First pitch Realmuto is a sinker low, 1-0. Fuck you. So 1-0. You need to just keep throwing the sinker, hope for a ground ball, turn 2. Maybe you could go home and first, get that way. Any way possible to get 2 out of this. A run comes home, so be it. So the first inning. So the 1-0, bases loaded, JT Realmuto. And it's a change up in there for a strike, 1-1. So 1-1 here now from Holmes to Realmuto. Harper getting a very good lead of Alonso's playing in on the grass. The 1-1 is poked to center field. Series not going to get there. Base hit. 1 runs in. Series throw to the plate. Nobody else goes home. 1-0 Philly. Bases stay with no outs. An RBI single for JT Realmuto. And the Phillies have got the first 4 to reach. So it was a good sweeper, but JT Realmuto got the end of the bat, just poked it into center field, and the Phillies strike first here again. There's still no outs with the bases loaded. Here's Marsh, who takes a high sinker for strike, 0-1. Let's see, Couture. Good read by everybody there. So here's Marsh in the 0-1 count now from Holmes. And Marsh bounces it foul. Back to the Singers, got the first 2 on him. 0-2 as Holmes could use a strikeout here.
July 25th, over 38 games, is hitting .354 with a 10.49 OPS. On the heels of an 0-for-31.
Here we go. 0-2 from Holmes to Marsh, needing an out here. The 0-2 is tapped. Foul. Oh, just 1 foul. I guess could be better for the Mets.
Well, if he tried to score, he would have been out by 25 feet. Well, if you throw, we had a tough read. I had a lot of air time. But I understand, but you don't want to run yourself out of an inning. You got the bases loaded, nobody out. And, you know, he's probably not that familiar with Siri and where he's playing. He got that play to foot as well. And Siri tends to play more shallow than most of your modern day.
Stays 0-2 as Marsh has fouled off back-to-back pitches. So Clay Holmes 0-2 here to Brandon Marsh. Needing it out, and he pokes it foul. Boy, 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 boy. So the 0-2 there on the changeup. 3 straight foul balls from Marsh, who's just trying to stay in it here, as the Phillies trying to add more than 1 here against the Mets. The Mets needing a win. Had a chance to score in the first inning, failed. You come out here and you let the first 4 reach into 1-0 already. The 0-2 from Clay Holmes to Marsh. And a nasty sweeper. Got Marsh swinging for a big first out by Holmes. So a nasty 0-2 sweeper there. Got Marsh way ahead of it. It was nowhere near a strike. So that's the first out here in the first inning for Clay Holmes. Much needed. But now you got Max Kepler. Now you could ground ball pitcher. You could use a double play here. And Kepler is a candidate for the DP. So the first pitch, Kepler. Smack foul on the cutter. So it goes 0-1 now. So 0-1 here. The first pitch cutter was slide foul. So it's 0-1 here, and watch the changeup outside. 2-1. I mean 1-1. Yeah, so at home, I mean, they're 4-1 at home, the Phillies are against the Mets, and 0-6 on the road. So you can see. Yeah. The 1-1 here to Kepler. A high cutter stays up. 2-1. Now you're playing a fire here. You cannot walk him. Got to make your pitch here, Holmes. So the 2-1 here, Clay Holmes. 20 pitches deep already. It's called a strikeout. Nice sinker there. Makes the count 2-2. The strikeout will be huge here. Otto Kemp on deck. Kemper uses timeout. Otto Kemp had a homer in game 1 again. Yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday against Sean Manaea. Play with your fire. Jimmy Monday. All right. 2-2 here from Holmes. It's inside. Or hit him. And the second hit by pitch for Clay Holmes. And it's 2-0 Philly. And the struggles for Holmes continue. So the second hit by pitch of the inning, and both coming on the off-speed slider. He walked him. It's not a walk, actually, buddy. It's a hit by pitch.
So what you want to do to not get in this situation, you want to start aiming the ball so when it hits the dirt, it's towards the middle of the plate. They'll still swing over that one as well. They hit both Harper and Kepler in almost the exact same spot on their foot. Oh, the birthday boy from yesterday, Mr. Kemp. Had himself a nice day on his birthday. It's not his birthday anymore. Oh, we'll see what happens. Maybe post-birthday gift. 2 runs are in for the Phillies in the first inning for the second straight night. Kemp was 2 for 5 in this series. Had a big home run yesterday. Alonso in, everybody else back.
So Otto Kemp, the first pitch of Kemp is a sinker, dots the outside corner for an 0-1. So a nice sinker there, 0-1, but the damage has already been done, and there could be more damage upcoming here. 23 pitches deep. The 0-1 from Holmes here to Otto Kemp. Here's another sinker in the outside corner, 0-2. So back-to-back sinkers dotting the outside corner. Kemp has not swung at any of them, so it's 0-2. Kemp awaits the 0-2. Holmes 0-2. He got him swinging at the sweeper. 3 pitches, sit down. So Holmes' second strikeout of the inning. So now 2 outs here for Bryson Stott against Clay Holmes. So Clay Holmes a walk, 2 hit by pitches, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hits. So it's been a weird inning for Holmes. Bryson Stott's been really good in these situations. With runner score position, he's hitting .322. So you're going to need to get a big out here if I'm Holmes. Obviously, you need to get a big out here. The first pitch is the high cutter, 1-0. So he's missing up at that cutter to the lefties. For Holmes, 26 pitches deep. Need to limit the damage here. So the 1-0 here to Stott. Swing and a miss. A nice sinker. 1-1. He was over that one. So Holmes is 1-1 here to Bryson Stott. A sinker outside. 2-1. So you got to make your pitch here in a 2-1 count.
Back to watching a manager do. Sometimes you have to make this tough pulling of a pitcher even before you want to. 2-1 coming to Stott.
2-1 here to Stott. Pop to left field. Nimmo will have a lot of room. He's under it, hitting over. So the Phillies at 2 on a single and hit by pitch. 2-0 Phillies after one.
I think I like sports now. No way. The Gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've always wanted to meet him. Ever since Gecko's 24/7 emergency roadside service got us out of a jam.
Sounds like you got more than just saving. That might do.
So do we tell you?
Oh, I'm just a stranger who loves friendly service and American football.
Offense gonna have to be at it tonight.
Tea be lovely. And a root beer with lots of ice.
You know, you kind of look like someone.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My cousin Daryl.
Oh, he does look like Daryl.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and witches. Why do it? Why make
What?
it harder on yourself?
What the hell are you talking about?
Why put it on the line? There's so much at stake. Why would you dare? You could give everything you had and still lose. But my question is, what if you don't?
Even when your room is 80 degrees, your bed can be 55. That's the Pod, a cooling cover that fits over your current mattress. It cools with water, not air, circulated through thin tubes to keep your body at the perfect temperature. Where other beds trap heat, the Pod removes it. The result? A 32% improvement in sleep quality, proven in clinical studies. What used to be hot 3 a.m. wake-ups is now steady, cooling comfort. Start sleeping cooler at 8sleep.com.
DQ is celebrating 85 years. So we're giving you an 85-cent Blizzard treat in the DQ app. Now for a limited time. Because even if birthdays aren't your thing, getting your favorite
As Betsy Ross's house, Betsy made flags for the Pennsylvania Navy during the American Revolution at the request of George Washington. He still looks great. Elizabeth Grissom Ross.
So the first pitch here to Marte was a low sinker. So 1-0 Marte, who's also getting all the starts here. The lefties lined up. Got another lefty going tomorrow. There's 2 outs here in the hole here. You're going to need the offense to be at it tonight. So Sanchez is 1-0 here to Marte. Trying to bunt, and he pulls back 1-1 on a nice fastball inside. So Marte flared bunt, didn't swing. Didn't let it lay down. So first versus Sanchez, he's 4 for 13, a double homer, 3 ribeyes, and 308 average, that is. I'll be back. Okay. The 1-1 here for Sanchez and Marte popped up. Foul on the fastball, 1-2.
Sanchez had 2 of his shorter sprints against the Mets this year, but over the last 2 years, there have been 2 pitchers in baseball who've thrown more innings than Christopher Sanchez. Logan Webb.
Sanchez trying to put Marte to the bed here. Here's 1-2 to Marte. Oh my gosh, an ugly hack and a high fastball, strike 3. Sanchez's third K of the game. As the strikeouts are up again. The Mets have been striking out so fucking much this series. It's been embarrassing. And the Reds. Ever since that game versus Hunter Green, it's like their best got terrible.
It was all covered in black soot, and they worked on that. That was back in the 70s when I got called up. It took them 3 years to clean that, and it's such a beautiful building. How do you
So here's Brandon Nimmo against the lefty Sanchez. The first pitch here is a low changeup, 1-0.
It was just covered in what do you call it?
So Nimmo trying to get some going for the Mets.
It was for 3 years to clean that. I mean, he used like 409.
So 6 for 19 is career for Sanchez. Are good numbers. The 1-0 here to Nimmo is popped up foul on the inside fastball, 1-1.
It's a spectacular building, really. Whenever I'm here, I make a point to go take a little walk and take a look at it. Well, it is the central node of Center City, Philadelphia.
So Sanchez 1-1 here to Brandon Nimmo. Is bounce. And Sanchez, a nice pickup. 2 out. That got by him. That could have been an infield hit. But a nice play there by Chris Sanchez. 2 outs.
You needed all of it to make that play. Great reaction. Gets over there, just gets it in the end of the glove. Long arms, with long legs. How tall is he? 6'6", I think. 6'6", giant. So 2 out, nobody on. That Francisco Alvarez.
Here's Alvarez, 2 for 15 with 7 cases coming off the IL. It's been terrible.
Max Lazar in the 9th inning. Hoping that can get him going.
The first pitch to Alvarez is change up, gets the inside corner, 0-1.
Appears to be physically well. Just needs to get his big league timing back. He was in such a great groove when he got hurt.
So Alvarez is trying to get going. He's coming off the IL. Now you got Terens out, so it's really down to Sanger if Alvarez can't even do it. I mean, he's not been good. The 0-1 here for Sanchez Alvarez. Change fastball outside, 1-1.
Sanchez has been the best in the major leagues at suppressing the home runs.
So the 1-1 for Sanchez Alvarez. And a nice change. They got a big swing and a miss for Alvarez, 1-2. That was the thing Alvarez was good at before getting hurt. He was not chasing, he was staying patient. Ever since coming back, he's been way more chasing, just not staying patient at all. Sanchez trying to sit down Alvarez out in the Mets here through 2. The 1-2 to Alvarez. Late outside, 2-2.
Seems like every time he misses with a changeup, he's going to strike out. If he doesn't get it, he comes back with the fastball in. Let's see if he does that again here with Alvarez. Coming in.
So 2-2. Chop just got a piece of that 97-mile fastball. 2-2.
He didn't get it there. What about Sanchez and what? With an inning and 2/3 tonight, he's now gone 50 consecutive innings without allowing a home run. The 3rd time in his career he's had a 50-inning stretch.
So 27th pitch of the game for Sanchez, trying to get through 2 here in Philadelphia. Crystal Sanchez is 2-2 here to Alvarez again. That's inside, 3-2. So count rolls even. Count rolls full. You got Jose Siri on deck, who in his return hit a double yesterday. Also struck out twice. Here we go, the 3-2. 3-2 for Sanchez to Alvarez. Bounds, picked up on a nice hop. Auto cam, easy toss, inning over. A 1-2-3 second inning for Sanchez. 2-0 Phillies in the bottom half.
Sports are awesome. But is sport clips better than sports? The sport clips is sports. Plus, the neck and shoulder treatment. Sport clips. It's a game changer.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and witches.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan Murano, Nissan Rogue.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models.
The most important stops. We're here.
Guess what happened at school? I don't feel that good.
Weight loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Well, last night we saw Shop and I struggle through the first 2 innings, hang his head, as manager Carlos Mendoza invited him to go down the tunnel. And what Mendy and Sean both said after the game, Carlos Mendoza's message was to fight. And And I appreciated that. For more on the story, let's check in with Steve Gelb. Steve? Yeah, he certainly did appreciate it. And it wasn't just, hey, go out there and fight. It was also a reinforcement in, I believe in you. And you are a good pitcher. Just know that.
First pitch of the home. Donovan Walton was a change up outside. So it is 1-0.
I asked him if he had lost belief in his abilities, and he said, I wouldn't say I lost it, but it definitely got murky there.
The pitch, Walton taps this sinker foul, 1-1. So Walton was in the Mets camp during spring training trying to make a roster spot with McNeil hurt, and he obviously eventually didn't.
And competing. He said that message from Mendoza yesterday allowed him to kind of take a deep breath, let everything go, and just go out there and compete with what he had. So, hopefully.
So Holmes is that's right to Acuna, bobbles it, has time, 1 out. So 1-1 change and Walton grounds out to Acuna.
So much success. When they struggle, you can get into your own head, and that belief can start to waver quite a bit.
No doubt about it, indeed. There are human beings out there, and some are fragile. A lot of them are fragile. When I was young, I was fragile. And not when I became a veteran, but I had a hard time in the beginning.
Here's Bader again. The Mets killer. The first pitch is a sinker outside. Well, 1-0.
I mean, really, you can.
So Bader just constantly kills the Mets. Had a leadoff single and scored a run versus them. If he gets a hit here, he's hitting 600 against us this year. And he taps it to right field. Soto, foul.
I just figured it was another hit. So you have to fight for those tough times. You're always going to have those tough times. And the one thing I will say, just from my own experience of someone that used to think too much occasionally, is that when you're on the mound in between starts and you're throwing on the hill, that's when you do all your thinking. When you get in the game, you are junkyard dogging it. You're competing. And that's what he wanted to tell him about fighting. That's the key.
So Clay Holmes, 35th pitch of the game. The 1-1 here for Holmes the Bader is the liner. It's another hit. And this can be an extra base hit. I mean, oh my gosh. This might be a trip. He's stop at second. So it'll be a 1-out double. And Mets killer is here.
I mean, it's a tough right-hander out there. This is no easy mark for a right-hand hitter. And Clay Holmes, he is just...
Here comes Schwarber, right on second, 1 out here.
And it's not just the Mets. He's been hot against everybody. But he's now hitting .607 against the Mets this year. It's out of this world.
He's taking 3.
21st double of the year. Now Schwarber walks.
So the first pitch here to Kyle Schwarber from Holmes is inside cutter, 1 out.
Watching Minaya in the wake of that conversation was how different he looked, just in terms of his, not just his demeanor, but the way he was able to execute his pitches. He was finally able to get the fastball up in the strike zone.
So Bader taking a good lead. The 1-0 Schwarber, sinker in there, 1-1. A nice sinker there. That pitch, a lot of movement on it. Schwarber didn't even flinch. 123 RBIs on the year for Schwarber, with one more out there. 927 OBS, 240 average, 50 home runs in his free agent year. I mean, this is MVP if I've ever seen one. Holmes is 1-1 to Schwarber is a sinker. Outside 2-1. I mean, if you give it to Shohei, I mean, that's just Glaze at its finest. Either you got Schwarber or you got Soto. Now, Ohtani, yeah, is MVP favorite, but like,
they are like sharks and blood in the water. That's always been like that. That is a very good point.
So the 2-1 here, Schwarber is a cutter up, 3-1. So I want to just pitch around to him with an open base at first, Harper on deck.
Showing themselves. You're a veteran out there. There's responsibility that goes with that. When things go bad, you cannot hang your head. You've got to show and be professional. They're watching you.
So 3-1 here, Holmes 40th pitch in second inning, and it's outside. Schwarber walks for the second time tonight. So first and second, 1 out for Bryce Harper.
I came up in 83, of course, the franchise was there. No one employed himself better on the mound than the franchise, Tom Seaver. But when he left in 84, I was left with Mike Torres. And Mike Torres was an unbelievable professional.
Harper was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, but has first, second, 1 out here. 40 pitches deep for Holmes, been a struggle for Clay Holmes. So the first pitch to Harper is Singer gets the bottom of the zone, 0-1. A nice start there. You could use a double play if you're Clay Holmes.
Keep yourself Well, when you've been hit like for a few starts, I think that you
So Holmes 0-1 here. Bader on second, Schwarber on first. The 0-1 to Bryce Harper is drilled left field. Nimmo going back at the track. Will have room. Makes the catch. Bader will tack up and go to third. And Nimmo's throw will go to second. So Harper just missed a 3-run homer. When stayed in the ballpark, Bader goes third. So runners recorded now 2 outs for JT Realmuto, but an RBI single it is for today.
Three shutout innings are not going to be successful tonight. You have to retire that batter, and once you do that, you retire the next batter. And that's the best way to kind of stop a deluge or stop that waterfall of lack of success. Another thing, too, is no one's going to feel sorry for you. Exactly. That's right. So there's no point feeling sorry for yourself.
So first and third, 2 outs. Here's Realmuto, who swings and misses the first pitch sinker. So he had an RBI single to center field, his 40th RBI on the year on a sweeper or slider, and he just got the end of bat and poked it out to center.
Fourth time the Mets have hit a batter with the bases loaded this year, most in the majors.
So the 0-1 here from Holmes to JT is sinker. Well, this is up 97, 0-2. So Holmes pumped it up there.
97.
Throwing hard tonight.
150 innings or so, right? He only pitched in 2 games.
We'll try to get out this inning of no runs. 0-2 here. 0-2. He got him looking. Back-to-back 97 mile sinkers. Got him looking on 3 pitches. Inning over. No run scored. 2-0 going to third.
I feel really good about the plan I have moving forward. I'm hoping to win more. I'm hoping to contend in more majors. I'm hoping to contend in more tour events. And so if you're going to get there, I think you have to know what the plan is.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Mochi has helped me take control of my own life. My doctor said that I should look into GLP-1 medications, but it was going to be $800 a month. That was just not an option. Mochi is perfect for a family on a budget. Check out joinmochi.com.
You need to show up before motivation does. We are told that this feeling is miraculously going to come upon us, but the action is actually what creates the motivation. Just do the workout. Lisa at nobleproject.com.
Let's talk about your risk, because whether it's big or small, personal, business, or financial, risk happens. That's why you need a partner that listens first and turns risky business into just business, because risk happens. So whether you're making decisions for your business, for your people, or for your life, it's easier with a partner you can trust. NFB, the official commercial insurance broker of Major League Baseball.
Let's return home Friday night. Look who's going to be waiting for us.
Jacob DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom will return to Citi Field and make the first game against the Rangers and the Mets Friday night. That's going to be a hell of a return. John Thompson. Here's Jose Siri in his second game back from injury to face Christopher Sanchez. The first pitch of the series is fastball outside, 0-1.
The Rangers are just on an incredible run right now. They won again today.
Of course, we're going to play the Rangers when they're getting red hot, and we are
They're playing without basically half their lineup, and really
the 0-1 here for Sanchez Siri. Tap foul on the changeup one, too.
Marcus Semien is out. Adolis Garcia is out. Corey Seager is out. But they have what they are calling the little rascals who have come up from the minor leagues and given them a jolt.
The 0-2 for Sanchez Siri. And it's low on the changeup, 1-2.
Michael Helmet, since February, has been with 4 different organizations.
Siri is a fastball hitting player. He's always hunting fastballs. Shit. My bad.
Dropped a home run. He's been playing the outfield. Guys like Cody Freeman.
And Siri just got a piece of that low changeup, so the count stays 1-2.
Dustin Harris. Look at those who these guys are, and they have been carrying the Rangers to this incredible stretch that they're on, where they won 14 of their last 18 to put themselves back into the playoff picture in the American League. They just swept the Brewers. First time the Brewers have been swept since their
So
first.
Sanchez 1-2 again this series, trying to put him away here. And it's inside 2-2.
Series. So with Texas winning this afternoon, they're only a game behind Seattle for that last wild card, and they're only 2 games behind Houston for the American League West League. Correct.
So the 2-2 here for Sanchez Siri. And he struck him out on another changeup.
Now with the changeup, it's 4 strikeouts.
So Siri is a free swinger. And we saw it there.
Well, the Astros and the Mariners have been dillying and dallying around for the last month, allowing the Rangers to get back in the race. And the Rangers are starting to take advantage. And they've got an off day tomorrow. Let's play here tomorrow night. So we will have the.
Here's Luis Angel Acuna, who made his MLB debut here in Philly last year around this time. And got a base hit. To 2 hits, actually. First pitch to Acuna is a fastball that's called a strike inside 0-1. They'll take a ball, get called a strike.
Drama on Friday night. Hacker Corbin, who they've seen plenty of on Saturday night, is a nice bounce back here. And then, Jacob Latz, another left-hander on Sunday.
The 0-1 here for Sanchez Acuna. Tap foul. 0-2. So Mets can see a lot of lefties now coming. You got 3 lefties here. You got 2 lefties coming up against the Rangers. You got the young kids, Tom Sproat McLean.
City Field starts. Saturday is also the alumni game before that contest.
The 0-2 to Acuna. Tapped. Be tough play. Sanchez makes the play. Fires. He gets him by a stride. Nice play. Sanchez, his second assist of the game. 2 outs to get the speedy Acuna.
Real Muto, they're laughing at each other. He peeled away right now. Got out of his way. Now how to get out of the way of the throw.
Well, here's Lindor, who lined down the first pitch.
Trying to find that out for you.
Okay. Just figure out when Keith and I go to dinner.
So the first pitch here to Lindor is the line of the left field and Marsh. So Lindor's seen 2 pitches tonight, and he's hit 2 hard lineouts.
Ready? Say hello to the mini countryman. Never let a single automatic brake. Never skip a beat with go-kart. Pack for everywhere with expanded car. And park anywhere with remote parking. This isn't just any SUV, it's the SUV of Mini. That's Mini.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't even look that up, it's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Every player on the team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
Studies show that over time, pets begin to resemble their owners. But even if they look like family, most aren't protected like family. In fact, only 4% of dogs and 1% of cats have proper pet insurance. Healthy Paws offers high-quality pet insurance protection that keeps your pet happy and healthy for years to come. Protected like family. Healthy Paws. Get a quote today.
third
So
inning.
Clay Holmes here saw the bottom half of the third inning. Marsh bounced the first pitch, sinker fell, 0-1. This Holmes just trying to get settled in here.
Struck out with the bases loaded his first time up. Gave him 2 runs in the first inning. Phillies left 3 on base, and they left 2 more on base.
So Marsh is 0-1 now. Holmes 0-1 to Marsh. Tapped again, foul on the changeup 0-2. So Marsh has been fouling off a lot of pitches, even at first at bat. Not really getting good read on Clay Holmes as he went flailing that sweeper in the first at bat.
Not going well. Marsh, Kepler, and Kemp against Holmes, who could use an easy inning.
So here's Marsh in the 0-2 from Holmes. And his line in center field by Lindor, base hit for Brandon Marsh. So leadoff single on the 0-2's changeup.
Marsh with his first hit of the series.
Second 0-2 hit. Clay Holmes has given up in this game. Cut it up. He goes to kick change, right?
By the way, the answer to your question about the alumni game,
Yes.
they're asking that fans be in their seats by 2 o'clock.
Great.
The introductions will start shortly after 2 in the game, and then the regularly scheduled game between the Mets and Rangers.
4 o'clock game, I gather.
4:10 first pitch.
Kepler takes the low sinker for a ball to 1-0.
Max Kepler was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to force in a run of the first.
So Max Kepler got hit by a pitch of the bases loaded in his first at bat. So the 1-0 here to Kepler is fouled off on the cutter 1-1. Wake up. I am awake, bro.
Pitching out of the stretch, which, he was a good pitcher. That's kind of what he's used to.
Well, even his windup was kind of a hybrid stretch anyway.
So Holmes 1-1 here with Kepler up the hit. On first base is Brandon Marsh.
Tonight, Paul Skeens is pitching. He has struck out 6. He's over 200 strikeouts for the first time in his career. It's only his second season.
So Clay Holmes is 1-1 here to Max Kepler. It is bounced it on the sinker 2-1.
Paul Skeens tonight became the youngest Pirates pitcher to reach 200 strikeouts since Ollie Perez.
Yes.
Ollie was 23 when he struck out over 200 in 2004.
So Holmes is 2-1 count here to Kepler. With on first is Marsh, good speed, and it's popped up. Nimmo's gonna have room, barely has to move. 1 out.
Kepler retired 1 out. Northwell Health is partnered with the Amazing Mets Foundation in support of the Satellite Stars program, dedicated to providing access to youth baseball, softball, and t-ball throughout New York. Northwell Health, raise health. The fanatic never stops.
It never stops. I don't know with those paws. I have them clutching my child, but
Here's Otto Kemp, who struck out his first at bat. The base loaded the first pitch of Kemp, swinging missed the loaded sinker, 0-1.
The aroma of the fanatic.
good. I don't know how you get used to that. I can imagine a fastball just inside that.
What's amazing to me is that in the 40-plus years that the
0-1 here. Kemp bounces it. Foul, just foul.
there have only been 2
The
primary
0-2.
wearers of the costume. Dave Raymond was the guy who originated it, and Tom Burgoyne has been in it for 30 years.
Oh my goodness! Here, let me have my baby. Yeah, but we have a lot of young viewers. They didn't know anyone was inside. That's a real fanatic.
I wonder what's going on with that little baby, that young baby mind looking at that weird creature. People love the fanatic. Babies love the fanatic. Bryce Harper loved the
So Otto Kemp an 0-2 count. The 0-2 for Holmes Kemp. He lays off the changeup, 1-2. A nice take there on the changeup.
We've gotten to the point with Alvarez. That was a nice block. We don't even talk about it anymore because since he's come back up.
So Otto Kemp struck out his first at bat on a sweeper outside with the bases loaded. Trying to not do the same here on deck as Bryson Stott. So Holmes is 1-2 to Kemp, and he struck him out on the slider. 2 outs. Kemp's down for the second time. Third K of the game for Holmes. Nasty pitch there.
Back in 1978 when Dave Raymond invented the fanatic, who was born in the Galapagos Islands.
They have a lot of unique
creatures there in the block. Betty Mars with a Dodger cutter. Nobody disliked mascots more than Tommy Lasorda. He once got UV thrown out of the game. Yes.
And Stott pulls into right field. Foul. Just foul in the high inning cutter. Was?
Either way, there is a
What does that even mean?
documentary coming to Netflix sometime in the next few days about the demise of the Expos. It's supposed to be fantastic. Oh, I bet. Really looking forward to seeing that. I think it's called Who Killed the Expos. I wasn't a big fan of the stadium speak. No, but they were supposed to have a new ballpark.
So the 0-1 here from Holmes to Bryson Stott. And it's the low and outside on the changeup. 1-1.
Yeah, the strike. They also, every year, have a plan for a ballpark, just like Tampa Bay Rays do, and it just never seems to happen.
They were going to have an open-air ballpark.
And Stott taps it fair and a nice pickup by Alonso. And that is the inning. 2-0 Phillies head in the fourth inning.
My wife told me my hair was thinning, and I wanted to avoid that at all costs. I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't know what I was correct. So I did some research and found Nutrafol, which was cool because I had no idea there was a supplement for hair. I liked that it was drug-free and then it was clinically tested. My hair was getting strong and thicker. Nutrafol has just given me more confidence, which allows me to carry myself a little taller. It felt real good to get strong. Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com/med.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wings.
The average dog only lives to be 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life. What am I? Nina, nothing beats real. Now there's an authentic cat for every fan.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Rome now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. There's somebody who wants a reunion. Not going to happen the way things are going.
Here's Soto, who's the only hit in the game for the Mets. And he drives the first pitch here. Left center, going back. It is. Is it gone? He's going to go to third. Dude, they're saying this might be fan interference.
I don't know if it went over the wall and then a fan touched it, but the Phillies are claiming that the fan reached into the field of play.
Okay, so this is either going to be a double on fan interference or a home run.
Well, if it's the railing, it's in.
Yeah, the railing is in play. It's not like it's sitting field where the railing is out.
Then it wasn't out.
Let's see.
Right off the top railing and maybe the fan's hand.
It did hit the fan's hand. I don't think it's a home run.
I don't think it's going to be a double.
It's going to hit right off the top railing.
Now the question's going to be, is Juan got a triple, or are they going to put him on second base?
Remember that fan interference is not an automatic double. It's umpire's discretion as to where to place the runner.
So is it going to be a triple or a double?
Stopped running.
Right. Marsh stopped going after the ball, but that's on him.
Yeah.
The umpires can place the runner wherever they feel is appropriate on fan interference. not like when a ball bounces into the stands.
So, anyways, it'll be Soto's second in the game, but it's whether this is a triple or a double.
All right, come on, guys. Either way, it's going to be an extra base hit for Soto. And the Mets are going to get the tying run to bat with Vientos. And what are they going to call? They're going to set it
Oh,
back to
my
second.
gosh. Too many double.
Mendy, he's not going to be happy. Mendy is going to remind them that it doesn't have to be two bases. It's their discretion.
The runner's going to be placed at second base. The outfielders should have continued with the play and got the ball in instead of umpiring themselves out in left center. Okay, that's the carom. Now watch the outfielders if we stay with them. Soto's passed first.
Nader started looking up at the fan. Marsh started to gesticulate that it was fan interference, but you know, the ball, I guess you can make the argument if the fan had touched the ball.
And challenge, the crew chief review of the official home run.
So the Mets will ask for a crew chief review. And
So they're going to get a crew chief review here.
Asking that they see if it's a home run.
Yeah,
but I guess you could argue that if it hadn't hit the fan's hand, it would have taken a truer bounce and would not have skidded along the warning track the way it did.
And if it hadn't hit their hand, the outfielders would have played.
Exactly. So
Sanchez is out there, should be throwing a little bit here. It's a lot of delay.
Soto's saying that it hit his hand, it might have gone over, but he's the hitter, and he always sees the positive.
you know, that you can sort of make that argument. That might have hit off the top railing and gone over if the fan hadn't been there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a double.
See the call.
After first review, the call is confirmed. There is spectators interference, and the runner will be at second base.
So it'll be a double for Soto. All right. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that should have been a. I mean, he didn't stop running. I know. He's 18th double of the year. So one Soto's a double, leadoff double.
And the Mets have their second hit against Sanchez, and Soto's got both. Single in the first, and now a double in the
I don't know. I feel like that could have been a triple.
now a chance for
Whatever.
Mark Vientos, who went down.
Bro, no outs. Just need to get this run in. Here's Vientos check out his first at bat. And a long little bit of a delay there after that one. Sanchez, the first pitch to Vientos. Inside, 1-0, the changeup.
Did he throw it all through the delay run?
I didn't see him throw.
Oh, and the fan's going to be kicked out.
Well, the fan who touched the ball is being asked to leave.
That's a tough one.
His Vientos been red hot in these situations. And he took a big hack at that fastball 101. Took a home run cut there.
Vientos batting third in the order tonight. First time this season.
So the 1-1 here from Sanchez to Vientos. Inside the fastball. 2-1.
So homer last night.
Got a hanger right there from David Robertson. And that wind was blowing out the left. He didn't need any help on that one.
2-1 here to Vientos. Taps it. Soto hold. Kemp's throw on the money. 1 out. So a nice 2-1 changeup there.
Soto's still at second with 1 out for Alonso. Keith, is it harder when you're dealing with a pitcher with those sinkers and changeups to think about using the right side of the field in those situations?
Well, when you got a left-hand and a right-hand hitter, it's an exceptional changeup. His game is – he's not an easy task for a right-hand hitter.
Here's Alonso checking out his first at bat now. Sanchez's first pitch to Alonso is a fastball low, 1-0.
You know, for me, it was Andy Messersmith. When I was a left-hand hitter, so you could pull. It's a little more difficult to advance the runner. And he popped them with the fastballs, Gary, inside when he threw the fastball.
So Sanchez is 1-0.
Fastball his first time up.
It is a low again, 2-0. So he's worried about Soto and spiked back-to-back pitches now with Marte on deck.
He starts the night second behind Schwarber in the National League with 113 runs batted in. Hitting .303 on the season with runners in scoring position. Soto at second and 1 out.
2-0. Whoa, 3-0.
He takes the changeup that missed 3-0.
So 3 straight balls at the back by singers and a changeup. All missed slow. Marte on deck.
You know Pete's got the hit side.
So let's see, do you let him hit or no? I mean, swing.
Trying to get Sanchez's attention.
And he is, and he wants a base hit for Pete Alonso. So Marshall get it quickly. Soto on third, so 3-0 base hit for Pete Alonso. And it's runners on the corners now, 1 out for the Mets.
The Mets up the tying runs on base.
So he smoked that 3-0 sinker inside.
Didn't want it in. Bring Mocha was setting up outside.
So your star Marte's been a little bit of a slump as of late, especially in big moments like this. Striking out double play. That's what's been happening, especially the other day against the Reds. Here's Marte struck out his first at bat. Look for the RBI number 30. Runs in the corner, 1 out. Need a big at bat here for Marte. Sanchez's first pitch to Marte is foul tipped in the glove on the changeup on 1. It's like Marte was red hot.
3-0 pitch into play. Now it's 10 hits and 27 career at-bats.
He was hot as like when we needed him, bro. Now he's starting to struggle again.
4 home runs.
The 0-1 from Sanchez to Marte. It's a ball in, 1-1.
Even though he missed right there, that pitch sends him.
The hell you earning me for, buddy?
Yep.
Please explain, pal.
You don't want to make a mistake out over the plate.
So 1-1 here from Sanchez to Marte. And a swing miss to the changeup. Marte just cannot fucking wait on it, bro. Oh my gosh. He's gonna strike out, and everyone's gonna do jack shit, and they don't score. Marte, you're so old and ass, bro. There you go, strike 3.
Then any pitcher since Luis Castillo back in 2019.
You said D, he's hot? What? So the 1-2 from Sanchez to Marte. Ooh, lays off that changeup, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. See if he pops him inside. Yep.
If I not say he's hot, I said he was like, bro, I'm talking about fucking hitting wise. He was red hot.
What's the difference? It's speed. He's a harder thrower.
So 2-2 from Sanchez to Marte. Come on. 2-2. And Marte taps to the first foul. 98 mile-an-hour fastball.
There's a certain amount of miles per hour you want to take off of your fastball. So when you're throwing Suarez last night, was not a hard thrower. This young man is. Soto at third, Alonso at first with 1 out.
So Sanchez is 2-2 here to Marte. And he taps it again, foul. But he's not looking at that fastball. He just got pieces of it on back-to-back pitches. I don't think he goes to change up strike 3 here. Or you go right back to the fastball. Like 3 either way.
Pitchers with this kind of stuff, left-handers. It's really a cat and mouse.
Come on, Marte.
7th pitch of the
2-2. And he wants it to left field. Coming to Marte. Base hit. Starling Marte on a 2-2 changeup. Line to the left field for RBI number 30. And it's 2-1 Philly. Starling Marte had a nice at-bat there and came up huge with an RBI single. And the Mets are within 1 with Brandon Nimmo coming to hit. So a big hit there for Marte. Alonso moves on to second. So now it's first and second with 1 out for Brandon Nimmo.
If Marsh had been more aware and charged that and threw into home, I don't know if there would have been a play, but
Soto, that's his 110th run scored this year, second in the National League behind Ohtani. The Mets have put together 3 hits in this 4th inning to play a run. And now Brandon Nimmo, who was retired on the comeback for his first time up. Alonso the tying run at second, Marte at first with 1 out.
So tight run second, Alonso. You got Martin on first. Brandon Nimmo who grounded out in his first at bat. Sanchez's first pitch to Nimmo is a fastball outside. 0-1. Sinker was a strike. I don't know why I said outside.
Numbers languishing, but he has really been clutch in the last 6 weeks or so.
So the 0-1 here from Sanchez to Nimmo. Bounce on the ground. It's going to be tried to 2. Walton to stop the turn in time. Double play. Inning over. The Mets out a run.
18th ground ball double play Sanchez has generated this year. Let's get just the one. It's 2-1.
It's the Mets out a run.
Introducing Travel Whiskey from Buffalo
Yeah,
Trace.
Godson, I don't know why you keep telling me the fucking plays. I'm watching the game, dude.
Neat, on the rocks, bring your favorite cocktail. Travel Whiskey, easy to drink, hard to love.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC, wings, and witches.
Ooh, time out.
Incoming dishes.
Doc, with Dawn Power Wash, he can fly through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Oh my gracious. Look at him go.
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for Pete's sake. That was fast.
And Power Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Woo, fumble recovery.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Something amazing is happening here. More companies are turning to Mac. From finance to fulfillment, CDW supports Mac integration across your organization. With the power of Apple Silicon, best-in-class security, and compatibility across devices and applications, there's a Mac for every job. Make amazing happen.
Tonight's live odds are presented by Fanatic Sportsbook, the home of fair play, protecting player prop bets with over 500,000 safe bets already. Injuries aren't fair, but your sportsbook should be. Have a Fanatic Sportsbook for fair play protection all season long.
A big crowd gathered at Citizens Bank Park to watch their Phillies tonight for their second straight National League Eastern Division title. Donovan Walton has spent spring training with the Mets, making his Phillies debut tonight. Mets sent him to the Phillies in a cash deal on the 1st of July, and he tore it up in AAA after the trade. He hit.
So here's Donovan Walton to lead off here, who grounded out to Cooney in his first, but the first pitch to Walton is tapped. It's going to go foul. Thought I had a chance to say fair. It did not.
Chance to make the team on a spring trade as a utility infielder. He's had a scattering of at-bats over 5 seasons with Seattle and San Francisco.
So the Mets owner Bader is on deck here against Donovan Walton.
Harrison Bader and his magic anti-Mets machine waiting on deck. Magic wand.
So the umpire calls time as you have to didn't look him in the eyes there. Or else Walton's full time. It's 0-1 here for Holmes. 60 pitches deep right in the 4th inning. The 0-1 for Holmes to Walton is grounded right back to Holmes. 1 out. A nice snag there by Clay Holmes. And here's the Mets owner, Harrison Bader, who's 2 for 2 for a single and a double. So this is going to be a base hit? That's probably going to be a base hit. Maybe. End of the day, beautiful play there. Here's Bader's 2 for 2, single and a double. Taps the first pitch, change of foul.
You better get it in before he gets the next one. Gee, I can tell you, around 30 years ago, he would have been on his back.
I was just thinking the same thing. Just dust him off.
Don't have to hit him.
Bader nubs this changeup foul. 0-2 is a back-to-back foul balls on the changeup.
Well, you can say
and in. He will hit the ball on the ground.
And that's Holmes' best pitch as a sinker.
It's 0-2. What do you throw here?
4 3-hit games against the Mets.
I'll go to the sweeper.
Another in this event.
0-2. And he got him on the sweeper. Got him on 3 pitches, 2 outs. We finally get Harrison Bader. And here's Kyle Schwarber.
Well, the Mets got help from the Diamondbacks today. Eduardo Rodriguez was spectacular for 6 1/3. Scoreless, 2 hits. The Giants suffered their 4th loss in their last 17 games. So they're now 2.5 behind the Mets. Cincinnati plays later. They are 3 behind.
First pitch here to Schwarber is to the back. To the backstop on the sweeper. 1-0. Schwarber's walked twice, almost got hit by that one.
When the Giants traded to Devers, they woke up late August and they had, after acquiring Devers, the worst record at that time. But since that time, they got the best record. At 11-4.
And takes the sinker outside, 2-0.
The Giants have not had a 30 home run hitter since Barry Bonds in 2004.
Really?
Every other team has had a 30 home run hitter at least since 2019. But the Giants haven't had one since 2004.
And that one is fouled back. 2-1 on the sinker.
30 now. Devers lost with 30, but that's combined. But then the other piece is Drew Gilbert, who the Mets traded for Tyler Rogers, and he has had a big impact in terms of his youthful.
So 2-1 here from Holmes to Schwarber is just down the changeup, 3-1.
That they're saying in Texas that these younger players who have come up late in the season have given them a burst of adrenaline, and it's certainly evident in the results. Mets have got great help from their young starting pitchers, but that's a little different.
Yeah, they're not playing every
So
day.
3-1, and Schwarber takes a big rip of that lone sinker, 3-2.
That's all 3 of their young pitchers going this weekend against Texas. Tom on Friday, Strode on Saturday, and Blaine on Sunday. David Peterson pitched the final game of this series tomorrow night. Schwarber walked each of his first 2 at-bats.
Here we go. 3-2 Schwarber, and Schwarber has walked 3 times here.
3 walks tonight, 98 for the season now for Schwarber. Well, the Mets have lived off their fast start all year. Since June 13th, the Mets are 31-45. And yet, they're still in playoff position because they got off to such a good start.
Here's Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper, who's been hit by a pitch and flied out.
First pitch to Harper is tap foul on the sinker on 0-1.
Date June 13th. The Tampa Bay Rays ran. Clay Holmes was pitching. He was leading 5-1 when he left the ball game. The Rays came back, swept the Mets, and the record you said since then.
And that was the day after Senga got hurt covering first base. It's really the point of demarcation.
Harper lines one is topped by Alonso. Inning over. A beautiful stop by Pete Alonso. The Rob Harper hit, and that ends 4-2 Phillies. 4 hits each. Going to the 5th.
Does a back tap, untap, good mojo.
AI from Google Cloud knows that 1 of the 25 hitters tapped home late in last year's postseason. Those who tapped twice or more had a hard hit rate of 41%, the same as those who tapped once. But surprising, it was the non-tappers who actually untapped 7% more hard hits. Now that really hits home. Catch the game like never before with AI from Google Cloud.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't even look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Player cycling is real. For your chance to win a VIP trip to the 2026 WM Phoenix Open and the 2026 MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard.
Pizza box. Can this pizza box become a drink tray or a t-shirt? I'm going with drink tray. Plastic bottle. Can this become cardboard packaging or furniture? I am going to go with cardboard packaging. I think it's going to be furniture.
Scan this code or visit WM.com/recycleMLB for your chance to join Kyle and Jimmy in both Scottsdale and Philadelphia with WM.
To test the toughness of the 3-row Kia Sorento X Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, We recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers, windiest falls, and coldest winters. All on one track. To prove these three-row SUVs were built for the unstoppable. Kia, movement that inspires.
Champions past and present relive their trip down Broadway's greatest stage in the new documentary Canyon of Heroes. Here from the likes of Reggie Jackson, Joe Torre, Mark Messier, and Keith and Ron. The show premieres tonight after the post-game show on SMR.
If you're not doing
Francisco Alvarez.
Here's Alvarez, the leadoff against Sanchez. Takes the first pitch changeup outside, 1-0. So Alvarez grounded out the third in his first AB. Siri and Acuna. So you got the bottom three in the order coming up against Sanchez, who's closing on 60 pitches to go in 6, and he watched it outside, 2-0.
The double play was the 18th generated by Sanchez. That ties him with David Peterson and Logan Webb for the National League lead.
So Sanchez trying to get through 5 here.
Leads the majors. He has 29 ground ball double plays.
Have you got to watch him pitch yet? He is nasty. Hard sink on his fastball, coupled with a great sweeper.
And that's a double play for a start. That's right. It's amazing.
3-0 here to Alvarez, and he watches the fastball in there for a strike. 3-1 now. So Alvarez in the hitter's count now, 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's how you get double play. That is true. It's true. Well, think about this. Sanchez
Alvarez calls time for a 3-1. So Sanchez now 60 pitches deep now here in the 5th.
Sanchez gets a ton.
Not mean to go on mute.
Starting staff leads.
So 3-1 here, 5 on the pitch clock. Sanchez to Alvarez, 3-1. Line to the right field, foul. So now it's 3-2. Here he's gonna throw that changeup and Alvarez gonna strike out. Alvarez awaits the 3-2. Sanchez in the deal. 3-2 to Alvy. Strike 3. Looks like a ball. That's fucking crazy, bro. And he strikes out 1-0. There's a ball inside, bro. It's fucking bullshit.
Borderline pitch. And the pitcher got the call. I don't think that's borderline. I think that caught a lot of the play.
Here's Siri. He swings and misses the first pitch changeup. So like I said, he's a fastball hitting player. Sanchez throwing a lot of changeup to get a lot of swing and misses.
So Siri struck out his first time up. Second game back after missing 130 games with a broken leg.
And he walks the fastball in there, 0-2.
Sanchez is starting to get locked in.
Alvarez going to show Jeremy Barnes. Look, it was a ball.
Well,
0-2 for Sanchez to Siri. Ball low, 1-2 on the changeup. It's a nice take there by Siri.
So in 1973, Gaylord Perry had 47 ground ball double plays. 47.
But he probably pitched over 300 innings, right?
Yeah.
Gaylord?
The Lord, throwing that wet one. That's what he was doing.
1-2 to Siri. Outside, 2-2. I think that was a slider there. So rare slider by Sanchez trying to get Siri flailing, did not chase. The count goes 2-2.
Cy Young year, right? I don't know why Tommy John doesn't get Hall of Fame.
2-2 from Sanchez to Siri. He just got a piece of that changeup.
With the Dodgers and the Yankees, and he's the namesake for the surgery that saves careers.
Tommy's got
288. Right about the same as
Why is he not in the Hall of Fame?
Well, it took Jim Cox forever to get with similar numbers.
You think it would open the door. I mean, Tommy's a Hall of Famer.
And Siri slaps this fastball foul, 2-2. So Sanchez attacked him that 2-2 fastball, and Siri was a little delayed in it, but got a piece. But Slapped it foul.
Almost 300 wins. Come on. Well, it's 230-yard long. That's why I said it's high.
So the 2-2 here from Sanchez, the series,
Seventh pitch coming.
and strike three. On the bottom zone, watch the fastball, strike three. Back to the cage for Sanchez.
6 strikeouts for Sanchez, 2 down. Carlos Mendoza gets a little frustrated.
I think what happens for a manager is to say, hey, listen, this guy's good. He doesn't need any help.
Here's Luisano Acuna grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat. Sanchez throws 70th pitch here of the game in the 5th inning. And Acuna, oh my gosh, watch the changeup for a strike, apparently.
Steaming hot offensively. About how they were supposedly looking for fastballs and adjusting. Has that changed considerably from what you've seen, Keith?
No, I think.
And he took a big rip of that changeup, 0-2. Sanchez a pitch away from striking to the side here in the 5th.
A left-hander. This is old school left-hander with a changeup, pitching in and out, and it's
The 0-2 here from Sanchez to Acuna. Tapped foul to change up 1-2. I mean 0-2. Says 0-2.
Velocity over pitchability pitchers, and now you have a throwback in time, guys that are using that changeup, but also using the inside corner with their fastballs. It's something we haven't seen a lot this year.
I mean, it's kudos. It's really a compliment to the changeup because they're worried about it.
So the 0-2 here for Sanchez Acuna, and Acuna rounds one right to Kemp. Easy toss. Hey, 1-2-3 5th inning, 2 strikeouts for Sanchez. 2-1 Phillies going to bottom out the 5th.
Here's a look at the Little League players trying out their new equipment.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC, wings, and wedges.
I stand up to cancer to remove the stigma from the words cancer, chemo, and radiation.
I stand up to cancer for my family and loved ones and all my friends out there.
The more willing and able I am to talk about it, it just ignites a little bit of hope.
You have to focus on a positive attitude, right? Being there for them, showing them love, giving them the support that they need.
When we all stand up to cancer, there's nothing we cannot do.
Join us in standing up to cancer with hashtag #StandUpWithMastercard.
Just for you, just for you, just for
For him,
Francisco Alvarez exchanging pleasantries with the home plate umpire, Jack Wells. Get back on his good side, or stay on his good side.
So Holmes' first pitch here to JT Realmuto in the 5th inning, and he grounds it back. Diving stop. If he had to throw from his knees, he won't get there. Realmuto beats it out for a first pitch infield single for JT, his second hit of the game. Vientos a beautiful effort to possibly stop a double. So Mark Vientos, nice play there, but leadoff runner on for the Phillies. Here's Brandon Marsh, 2 shutout and had a base hit in his last at bat, and he walks the high sinker for strike, 0-1. Gregory Soto is up in the bullpen, the former Philly. The Holmes obviously on a pitch limit, pitches up to 274. And sinker low, 1-1.
Really, early in his career, he was always.
I mean, I guess he's up for. I don't know. I guess things obviously things on him, but then you got the lefty Walt. I don't know. But there's style, I guess. 1-1 here to Marsh, and he slaps one out to Basie. That's going to go to the wall. Soto hustling. Soto can't cut off against the wall. Soto bobbles it. Ramito's going to score. It's going to be 3-1 Phillies. Marsh would stop at second, so already a double for Brandon Marsh, and the Phillies are 3. Yeah, bro, Godson, I'm watching the game, buddy. Like, you don't need to tell me the score. Like, you're actually going to get fucking...
Acuna fumbled it a little bit on the relay throw. Juan fumbled it out there a little bit in right field, but he wasn't watching the ball because teams pitch the gaps. So it's so far off the line that a ball that just goes past Pete Alonso ends up being a double and scoring a run. It's going to be on for Clay Holmes. He's out after 4 innings plus. Gregory Soto will come in to face the left-hand batter. 3-1 Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com.
I love sports. But is Sport Clips better than sports? Because Sport Clips is sports. Plus a hot steam towel. Sport Clips.
Holmes about to get taken out as Soto is going to come in. Gregory Soto is going to come in.
No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand. KFC, wings, and wedges.
Every player on the team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
So you're going to the game and you want to save money on tickets. We're going to run Spider Crew Wide Banana. First, buy the worst seats you can possibly find. And watch for Ed, the security guard. He goes on break every 24 minutes on the dot. No butt look past that guy.
Or we use Game Time. Zone Deals literally show you the best value sections. It finds the seats with the biggest savings automatically.
You can always just watch the game in your head.
Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
Make room cause we moving in, yeah. With my team we aim to win, yeah. Right
here in the 5th, responsible for 1 more. Gregory Soto will pick up for him.
Soto looked good in the first game here against the Phillies. Got a couple of outs. One of them a strikeout.
That was against Edmundo Sosa. Will come in to face the left-hand.
So Soto will face the lefty Kepler.
An RBI in the first.
Marshall in second. The first pitch is line to center field. Base hit. Series a good arm. Marsh coming home. Series throw to the plate. Marsh is safe. 4-1 Philly. So first pitch inside sinker, and Kepler gets the run in. It's 4-1 Philly.
Picks up an RBI. I always felt when you had a reliever coming in with men on base, particularly in scoring position, even though they're used to it, but not so much in today's game. A lot of times they come in to start an innings, but never wanted them to get ahead. Before you got a fastball first pitch, be on it. And that's exactly what Kepler did. We're not going to throw out Marsh on soft line.
Here's Otto Kemp. Swings and misses the first pitch slider on 1.
6 for 14 against Soto.
They're in the same division for a while when Soto was with Detroit and Kepler with Minnesota.
Kemp faced Holmes twice and struck out both times.
And Kemp watched the high slider for a ball. 1-1. So Kemp struck out twice against Holmes. As Holmes got roughed up here tonight. Just the whole start rotation. So the 1-1 from Soto to Kemp. And then check swing, he went around. That's 1-2 now.
Started the night 10th in the National League in ERA among qualifiers. 6'1". That goes up to 3.75. When you watch Holmes body up, do you see a guy who is losing steam with the number of innings he's
The 1-2 to Kemp. And Kemp struck out for the third time here tonight as Soto gets him on all sliders.
What I see, Gary, is that he starts every game, and he's got his A game. He's thrown 96, 97 miles an hour. The sweeper has great RPMs, good spin to it, but it really goes away. You know, he's not able to maintain it. And once he gets to around that 70, 75 pitch mark, that's about all he's got right now. So it seems to me.
First pitcher's style was a strike on the fastball, 0-1.
This guy over the last few weeks of the season and looking toward October.
I'd go to a 5-man rotation, and I would use him out of bullpen. I would definitely go 5-man rotation. Go with the kids.
Stott slaps this fastball foul, 0-2.
Combination of Anaya, Peterson, and Senga as your 4 and 5.
How many times have the Mets said they want a right-hander to come in and they're not sure who to use? Wouldn't it be nice to have at least Holmes out there? He can make the transition very quickly.
So the 0-2 from Soto to Stott. And called strike 3 on the 100-mile-an-hour dotted outside sinker. Generous call there, man. 2 outs here. Now Donovan Walton set up the hit.
You better call it. You called it on me. 2 out now, Donovan Walton has been up twice in his first game as a Philly. Rounded out both times. Takes the slider out.
Walton takes slider out. 1-0.
The Mets are going to have an off day coming up on Monday after the series with Texas.
And Walton pops it up. Series under it. It's going to end the 5th inning. The Phillies at 2. 4-1 Philly going to 6th.
Phillies get 2. Lead 4-1 after time.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Ready? Say hello to the mini countryman. Never miss a stop with automatic braking. Never skip a beat with go-kart. Pack for everywhere with expanded car. And park anywhere with remote parking. This isn't just any SUV. It's the SUV of Mini. Let's Mini.
Every player on the team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
My wife told me my hair was thinning, and I wanted to avoid that at all costs.
Let's go, baby.
I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks. So I did some research and found Nutrafol, which was cool because I had no idea there was a supplement for hair. You're lasting.
We're going to the 6th inning in the city of brotherly love. It's our last game in Philly this year. Mets will have another one tomorrow night. The game will be on Fox.
Lindor is taking a pitch. 1-0 on the outside fastball.
The option of spending the night in Philly tonight and taking the train in the morning or getting out of Dodge.
We're all getting out of Dodge, aren't we?
Yep. It was not surprising to me that was the final verdict.
So 1-0 here to Lindor, who grabbed this one foul. Count goes 1-1.
The end of a 10-game road trip, which you might consider it because we're staying in a lovely hotel in Philadelphia.
The best hotel we're staying on the road with
all the amenities, but our families are waiting for us at home.
Sure.
We're to get back. Well,
are you sure that's a consideration?
I know my dog.
So the 1-1 here to Lindor, and he watches it change about 2-1.
Is anxiously waiting my arrival too. But only she can tell you that for sure.
That's right.
2-1 to Lindor is flying deep to center and lined out to left. 2 hard outs against Sanchez. Lindor now 0 for his last 14.
Lindor swings and misses high fastball. It's like a big hack pair. Lindor an 0 for 14 hole.
Christopher Sanchez right at the top of the heap and getting deep into games this year.
Golden Webb, he does it every year. And we haven't had a chance to.
Well, the 2-2 from Sanchez Lindor. And Lindor grounds it foul to first.
Well, that he recovers. Just all good thoughts for the talented racer.
Thoracic outlet syndrome is no joke. He supposedly has the less invasive type, but still. It's been a career ender for a lot of pitchers, and we hope it's not for Zach.
So the 2-2 here from Sanchez Lindor. Lindor winds to the left field to the corner, foul.
In fact, the one he is supposed to have is the one that Merrill Kelly has had, and he's pitched brilliantly the last few years.
Kelly pitched well again for Texas today. Very good for them.
Pretty nice post-Met career.
How about the postseason?
2-2. Lindor to center field. Bader backing outfield Sept. So we'll have room at the edge of the warning track. And 1 long out. 80th pitch there for Sanchez.
No, because he has that unique style. In fact, the news of the Mets last year at the hotel we stay at, I met his parents for the first time in the elevator. It couldn't have been any nicer. And I said, boy, it's fun watching your son play center field. And the dad said, taught him everything he knows. It was great.
Soto's 2 for 2. Watch the first pitch fastball outside. 1-0.
The Mets 4 hits tonight, a single, a double. He stolen a base. He scored a while.
Harrison's father told Gary and I, well, I'm a Yankee fan, but I really enjoyed the broadcast. It was very diplomatic.
1-0 here to Soto. Watches the sinker in there. 1-1.
Well, if there wasn't an alternate broadcast that we could have watched, you could have watched the sound off.
When your son is on the team, you talk to the booth and make sure that you're on the right side, right? And here's Soto, 2 for 2.
So the 2-2 here from Sanchez to Soto. And he grounds to the first. Harper's there. Easy, 2 outs.
Soto sees his bat break like a matchstick, and he's retired 2 out.
This baseball season, nothing hits like Dunkin'. Always a fan favorite. Swing it today. America runs on Dunkin'.
Christopher Sanchez is now retired 6 in a row.
So here's Vientos. So this is Sanchez, who's been dealing in his last couple starts, and now here again. Only 1 run allowed the last 2. 1 run allowed here. And the first pitch to Vientos. Tapped foul on the changeup. 0-1. The 0-1 here from Sanchez Vientos is a low changeup. 1-1.
Teams that are on late season runs. The other team that is trying to make up ground late is the Guardians. They won 5 straight, and they lead Kansas City 3-2 in the 7th tonight. They had a 10-game losing streak, June into July.
The 1-1 here for Sanchez Vientos. Low 2-1.
And they're still in it, which is basically everybody's story this year.
It's everybody's story every year with the third wild card. If you're a 500 team on August 15th, Jeff was mentioning that date, you're in a race.
Maybe September 15th.
Yeah, keeps people interested.
So the 2-1 here from Sanchez Vientos. Outside, 3-1 on the sinker. So you got Alonso on deck.
Getting in is much easier than it used to be.
Alonso on deck. Vientos calls time before the 3-1.
Great point, Gary, because you hear from say the same thing. Hey, all you got to do is get in. If you get in, it's a tournament. Anything could happen. That's something you didn't hear years ago.
So 3-1 here from Sanchez to Vientos. Fouled. Took a big hack on that fastball. Try to drive one out here. The count is now full. 3-2. 6th inning. 4-1 Phillies. 88 pitches deep for Christopher Sanchez.
The Diamondbacks did it a couple of years ago. Got to the World Series.
Here we go. The 3-2 here from Sanchez to Vientos. Inside ball 4. Here comes Alonso. Run our first of 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
And then they won 11 straight postseason games.
And all of them on the road.
So Sanchez is going to throw his 90th pitch here to Vientos. I mean to Alonso. I mean, a home run here would be huge.
Chance to get the Mets right back into the game with a long ball. He had a single to left his last time up. 4 for 10.
Sanchez first pitch to Alonso. Change up well, one of them. Slider.
Still a lot of sliders from Sanchez.
A handful.
So the 1-0 here to Alonso. Inside, 2-2. I mean 2-0. My gosh. Sanchez trying to lose the zone here.
Against Sanchez. 18 overall against the Phillies.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Took a big hack at that fastball. 2-1.
Going down the stretch, you've got to have your best players play great. But when the Mets are scoring a lot of runs, they're hitting the ball out of the park, and that's dried up a little.
They were doing that. They were also stringing hits together.
So Sanchez 2-1 Alonso. Ground ball. Easy play for start. Inning over. Top half of the inning over. So Phillies keep it 4-1 going to the bottom half.
You've been knocking it out of the park all year, Cancer, but you're not done with your winning streak yet.
And the Mets offense is red hot, man. But
Swings,
they started to die now.
and your strongest throws to get you through the final weeks of the season. The harder you push yourself on the diamond, the more success you'll see from your performance.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batmobile, not too fast, baby.
We'll never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt.
Bateman,
Please. So don't settle for just any insurance. Have State Farm.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
The key to a perfect family vacation? Separate rooms. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Kid parties are rough.
I heard your Wi-Fi works up here.
Even on game day.
His new All-Fi has this whole place covered.
What?
Who's with the kids?
Oh, don't worry. I'm streaming the security cameras.
Harrison Victor, 2 more hits tonight. Single and a double. Clay Holmes finally got him last time up, struck him out. 8 for 12 in the series. And 17 for 29 against the Mets this year.
And Bader gets hit by the pitch. First pitch, off-speed slider, hits Bader in the toe. And now you get to face the 2 big lefties here for Schwarber and Harper.
In this game. Well, we've set pitching down, and everything's been up. This is his strength. That was above the belt. That was brown belt high. Once Sully pitched it down,
He knocked him down.
So now Kyle Schwarber with the leadoff man on in the home sixth. Schwarber's walked 3 times in this game. Walked 3 times in the first 4 innings.
Christian Schwarber takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
First 4 innings against the Mets was the face of baseball, Eric Sogard, 2017.
The only thing Bader hasn't done is he hasn't stolen the base as a Philly. He goes for 2.
And takes a high slider for a strike, 0-2.
In the first game of the series, Max got thrown out at second base twice. Once on a caught stealing, once trying to stretch a single into a double. 0-2 to Schwarber with Bryce Harper on deck.
Schwarber's walked 3 times this final season strikes, 0-2. And a nice block there by Alvarez on the low slider, 1-2. Schwarber did not bite.
2 in his career against Soto. It's been the old home week tour for Soto. He started on the road trip in Detroit where he began his career. Now pitching here at Philly where he went next.
1-2 Schwarber, line to the right field. That's going to go base hit. Bader will stop at second, so it's a base hit for Schwarber. He's on base for the 4th time.
Harper coming up. Schwarber on base for the 4th time tonight.
Fastball out over the plate. Nice level swing. Schwarber's got a nice swing. Now, those years he had when he was hitting like under the Mendoza line on the interstate.
Orion Kirkering is up in the bullpen. Let's see, he'll get the 7th.
And now he's really come into his own.
And yet, he and Cal Raleigh are going to have the lowest batting averages ever for players hitting 50 home runs in a season. Record, the lowest batting average for a 50 home run season had been 260. Jose Bautista in 2010 and Alonso in his rookie year in 2019. But both Schwarber and Raleigh came into the night hitting 240, and neither one of them is going to get to 260, I suppose.
Ryan Stanley's getting up in the bullpen for the Mets.
Soto will take on Harper, who's been hit by a pitch and light out and grounded out. 2 for 10 in this series.
First pitch to Harper. Grounded, Alonso, nice stop. Throw to second, he's out there. Throw to first. Safe. Soto with the cover. He asks to check it. They get Schwarber at second, and the Mets are not going to challenge. So we have field shorts for Harper. JT's coming over first and third, 1 out. So Alonso, a little bit of a bobble throwing the second. A little bit of hesitation through a nice throw to second, though. And Lindor, quick turn with Soto covering. Just beat it there. A nice scoop there by Soto to save a run. So it's JT who has 2 hits, including an RBI single in the first. So it's first and third, 1 out. Gregory Soto needs a double play or a strikeout or something that doesn't get this run in here. And the first pitch for Soto to the JT is a low slider blocked by Alvarez, 1-0.
When it is overall at bats, he sees fewer pitches in the strike zone than any hitter in baseball. So that's interesting, right? He's up there hacking at the first pitch because he feels as though it might be the only strike he gets.
So 1-0 here from Soto to JT is inside. 2-0, and that one hit him. So base load of 1 out. Soto's hit 2 in the inning here. Holmes hit 2 in the first. Yeah, but looks like this is about to be getting him. This gets out of hand like here. I'm just going to end it. They got bases loaded, 1 out. You know, I guarantee you fucking Godson's just going to tell me what the hell is going to happen beforehand, so.
Say that we're really wild or incredibly accurate. That's what we're trying to do.
Surprised he doesn't pinch hit. He's got a lead.
So Brandon Marsh can stay in and hit, who's 2 for 3 for an RBI. And already doubled his last at bat. Gets more RBI opportunities out there now against Soto. It's 4-1 Philly, and they could really put this one out of hand.
So a chance to break the game
is.
Bases loaded
The first pitch here to Brandon Marsh from Soto. Slap the other way, foul. It's 0-1. So bases loaded, 1 out here. Brandon Marsh with 0-1 count. Soto's 0-1 to Marsh. Well, side at 1-1. Nice take there by Marsh.
Trey Turner is on the injured list with a hamstring. He was the leading hitter in the National League, the only one hitting 300. The injury might keep him at 300, get him the title.
The 1-1. Marsh slides to the left field. Base hit in front of Nimmo. 1 runs in. Nimmo throw. Nobody going home. It's RB single for Marsh, and it's 5-1 Philly. And the bases stay loaded. Marsh third of the game. You got Max Kepler, another lefty coming up. So is the same for him. Stanek will come in after. Who the hell is that? Bricked Johnson. And Kepler line to the right field. That's going to drop in front of Siri. 1 runs in. Remuto's coming home scorer. A 2-run single for Kepler. 7-1 Philly. 4 behind Kepler. Runners on the corner, 1 out. Soto will get taken out here. Here comes Stanek. Let's see if I can do this.
Gregory Soto unable to stop the bleeding here in the 6th inning. Run scoring hits to Marsh and Kepler.
Yes, I get that.
There should be no hesitation from any of the runners. And there it was. Kepler's now 7 for 15 against Soto. Stanek coming in. 7-1 Phillies in the 6th. We'll be right back.
Why do it? Why make it harder on yourself? Why put it on the line with so much at stake? Why would you dare? You could get everything you had and still
Bro,
lose.
who are you, dude? What do you mean you like my haircut? It's been like this for the last like 2 months.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC, wings, and witches.
What's that 23?
That's 23 Please upgrade your subscription.
With the new Assemble and Bake by Blue Apron, you can whip up a crowd pleaser in no time. Pre-chopped ingredients, minimal cleanup. Just assemble, bake, and enjoy. Keep the flavor. Ditch the subscription.
And throwing creatine is definitely having a high performer in the quarter. I feel like I have a lot of endurance throughout the 82-game season, and I'm making those split-second decisions with a clear mind and a clear vision. It seems like the game slows down for Bond.
Chess guys.
New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Tunnel to Towers. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. By your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer today. And by Geico, switch and save. Get more with Geico. All right, Stanek comes in. 3 runs already home in the inning. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. And Otto Kemp takes a slider high for ball 1.
So 1-0 here to Otto Kemp on our first pitch high slider.
Saturday in Cincinnati gave up 2 runs in the 3rd of an inning.
So 1-0 to Kemp. Watch the fastball high, 2-0.
Mets offense is struggling right now. But the pitching woes, these have been manifest for 3 months now.
Kemp struck out 3 times here. The 2-0 to Kemp, hit to the right field. This will get the run. It's going to be 8-1 Philly. Soto makes the catch. His throw will just be cut off. It's 8-1 Philly.
Soto trying to dissect what happened. Giving up run scoring hits to 2 left-hand hitters. Now Bryson Stott with 2 out and a runner at first. Stott the 8th man up of the inning. 0 for 3 tonight after a 3-hit game last night. He takes up and away from Static to ball 1.
Bro, I know you're Owen, bro. There's no way this is not Owen. Who the hell are you? And 2-0 here on Stott.
This is 2 balls to strikes. Well, since June 13th, that's really the line of demarcation. The Mets have been up among the poorest teams in the majors with teams that are going nowhere this year. But again, they bought themselves enough of a cushion by getting off to such a good start the first 2.5 months. At a time when they were surprising the world at how good their pitching was.
And Stott takes a 4-pitch walk, so it's 1st and 2nd now.
Holmes got off to a good start. Griffin Canning gave them some terrific innings. And the Mets are a much better. They're not a good. They haven't been a good road team. I mean, they're coming tonight 31-42, 11 under. But they played well at home, and they've got a long homestand. They got 3 series. And they've got to get it together at home. Take advantage of it. Donovan Walton with 2 out and 2 on.
And Walton takes a big rip at that fastball, 0-1.
Here tomorrow night before they go home. And then they have to finish with the last 6 games on the road. 3 of them against the Cubs team that will be trying to solidify a home field for the first round of the playoffs.
And a Miami team that the Mets just haven't kind of figured out this year.
Miami just beat them 3 out of 4 at City.
So the 0-1 here to Walton. Low splitter, 1-1.
Let's remember in 2007 to 2008, who ended the Mets season on the final weekend. Both of those were at Shea. This year, the Mets will be finishing in Miami.
Walton takes a low slider, 2-1.
2 balls and a strike. Hit batsman by Met pitchers tonight, tie a club record. The 3rd time it's happened.
So Stanks 2-1 to Walton. Fouled off the fastball, 2-2.
2023. So you're telling me there's a chance of history?
They're trying to make positive history.
No, it kind of reminds me, not so much because the other thing was more positive. It reminds me of the Mike Baxter.
2-2. Walton stays high, 3-2.
They walked 5 times in a game. First man ever to do that. That was a thrill.
Baxter. Isn't he? I think he was coaching at Villanova. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
So 3-2. The runners be in motion. And called strike 3. Generous call there. Inning over, but the Phillies had 4. 8-1 going to the 7th.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses, or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
I stand up to cancer to remove the stigma from the words cancer, chemo, and radiation.
I stand up to cancer for my family and loved ones and all my friends out there.
The more willing and able I am to talk about it, it just ignites a little bit of hope.
You have to focus on a positive attitude, right? Being there for them, showing them love, giving them the support that they need.
When we all stand up to cancer, there's nothing we cannot do.
Join us in standing up to cancer with hashtag #StandUpWithMastercard.
We've been sold on a system that costs more, asks more, and delivers less. But wake up. Help isn't bought. It's built. It's time to make choices that become habits that change everything. Wake up and see what happens when the power is back in your hands. Welcome to the awakening.
When my bank account is just a little bit low, I remember like, wait a minute, I can use my Sept.
Sept is a payment plan in which you can break up one big payment, and it was able to help me make payments on a bi-weekly basis.
I may want to splurge on something and I have the opportunity to split it in four.
Use it and pay as you go, and then you get exactly what you want.
Zip has been a lifesaver for not only myself, but for my whole family.
Christopher Sanchez was terrific. 6 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and their velocity's equal.
I love it. You got to cover 11, 12.
First pitch of the Marte is a fastball for a strike on 1.
Degrees of movement, and he throws a lot of strikes, and he pitches in. It can go on and on.
And now Ryan Kirkering will be hunting for strikes.
Marte watch another fastball for strike on 2.
Strike from Marte.
They don't know how this kid gets hit, but he gets hit by the Mets pretty hard. He's got 95 plus and a razor blade slider.
We've seen him fall in love with
Fastball
his slider,
outside.
but it was interesting that he started on Marte.
1 and 2.
Perhaps a difference to the score, or does anybody pitch that way?
And Marte wanted to left field. It's his second hit of the game. So leadoff single on the slider there for Marte.
Hanging slider.
Well, the Mets eventually lose tonight. They'll stay 2 games ahead of the Giants for the wild card position. Technically 3 games because they have the tiebreaker. But man, you need to find a way to pull the win tomorrow, then go back home and find a way to beat Texas, San Diego. Who the fuck else do we play? Why am I blank right now? Nimmo swings missed the fastball. And let's see the Texas, San Diego, Nationals. Probably even haven't seen the Nationals.
With a chance to pick up some ground. Giants lost today.
So the 0-1 here to Nimmo, and check swing, he went around 0-2.
They will be even with the Giants, and keep in mind that the Reds have an advantage over the Giants if they tie with the Mets, because the Reds won the season series for the Mets, and the Giants did not.
Nimmo watched tie 1-2.
Now, if 2 teams tie their season series, then it goes to their interdivision records, right?
Intra-division.
Intra.
Even if they're, which is weird, because
The 1 and 2, the Nimmo. Nimmo watches in 2 and 2.
If the Mets and Reds say it split the season series, you would go to the Mets record against the East and the Reds record against the Central, which doesn't make any sense.
And Nimmo pops it up. This will be the first out here.
Is stopped to grab it. They will retire from the road. Well, that's for 2 games over 500 against the East. Might well be 1 game over 500 after tonight. But that probably will not come into play unless somebody else emerges from the pack of
Here's Alvarez, who takes starter for a strike on 1. So unless the Mets just go fucking off right now and score like 5 runs, the stream will be ended after the top half of this inning because it's 8-1.
I mean, if the
That's
Mets don't
fucking
start
tight.
winning, somebody's going to catch them.
0-1 to Alvarez, and he just watched the fastball for a strike. 0-2.
There's the up-to-the-minute wild card standings with the Giants losing today.
So the Mets get their 70th loss of the year, and they're going on a 5-game losing streak as the wild card stays 2 games. It's getting dicey here. Fastball sit down 1-2.
Remember that one September, first full season of Mike Schill. They won 17 coming down the stretch, 17 in a row to get the wild card.
1-2. Alvarez fouls off the high fastball. Count stays 1-2.
Alvarez 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out and struck out.
It's 1-2 on Alvy. And Alvarez goes down. Alvarez goes down swinging, 2 outs. And Cedric Mullins going to pinch hit for Jose Siri.
So how about this as Cedric Mullins bats for Siri? A judge of how the Mets have pitched early in the season versus later. In their first 69 games, the Mets allowed 4 runs in an inning 7 times. In the last 77 games, including tonight, they've done it again. They've allowed 4 runs in an inning 25 times.
The first pitch of the Mullins takes Totter out 1-0.
Shutting that faucet off is the key to limiting the damage, you know?
This is a good at bat for Mullins. Chance to snap this long over that he's been on.
Swings and misses the fastball 1-1.
That center field situation is very fluid right now, with Siri returning after 4.5 months on the sidelines and Mullins struggling.
1-1. And Mullins swings and misses the fastball again 1-2.
Capable of playing center field, but not really every day.
It's too bad you can't turn back the clock and have Marte play out center field every day. Be in the lineup. You have the DH open up for someone else.
1-2 Mullins.
1-2 to Mullins.
Stays up 2-2.
There's 2-2.
And Mullins takes the 3-2. So Marte be running here.
He's at 182 in the third inning. He's going to get close to 200. Yep.
The 3-2 to Mullins. Mullins pops it up. They'll go out to play foul.
What they'll probably do is that as he goes along and they continue to have this lead, you know, he'll be taken out after 5 innings. They'll start to shorten up his starts just to make sure he's got plenty of pellets for October.
So Marte be running again. 3-2 here to Mullins. Grounds a foul, Nate. Inning continues. And yeah, but
Say, here in our booth at Citizens Bank Park, they have the most beautiful widescreen TV. They do. It's got a great picture.
and Mullins lines it foul again.
Padres game on here now, so we can check it.
I have that same. My monitor and that's right above Al's head too. Where's Al? My monitor's.
Well, it's a good thing Al's short because otherwise you'd be blocking the screen.
We can never shake Al. He's always following us around. I mean, no one even invited him. It's just like he just came and just stood in front of the camera. And Russ is there too.
Mullins takes ball 4.
So the Mets have a couple of men on it.
Let's get a look how this operation works. We got some clips on top.
So first and second out, 2 outs here for Luis Angel Acuna.
One thing about this booth, which is great, is that they take pictures of all the announcers and they put them all up on the wall, so you get to see some old friends,
some departed friends.
Yeah.
So the clips that are on top of the banner that are here, are those the same clips that we used on the clothesline at City Field?
Same clips. The only issue we have is that at the end of the game, I have to take them down because Al can't reach them.
He doesn't have a step ladder here that he has at home?
Well, I'm going to take them just because Keith and I are driving home together, in case something happens to my battery. I have the clips.
Wait a second. Keith, that you were driving.
I'm driving.
Who's driving?
I'm driving.
Ron's driving. Why? You haven't driven. You'll get home faster.
Well, he drives fast.
Not as fast as you and me.
No, I don't think. Man, he drives fast.
Really?
He used to have this car. It took me a couple times to the Hamptons after games, and the car had a riveter on it.
I did.
Anything over a certain mile an hour, I won't say what it was.
80.
It would make a sound. The bell would go off. Let me just say, it was a bell party for 2 hours.
He was like the jitney.
Exactly.
Brett Beatty's back.
Oh, Beatty's going to hit for Cooney here. So, I mean, one big fire within 4. If they hit a home run here, the stream will not end. If they don't do shit here, then it is. First pitch, Beatty stops at foul. So, 5, 6, 8.
But there's announcers of guys that were teams, and now they're on other teams.
So, Beatty's breakout year.
And maybe not
It's been a good one. Good one for him. 0-1 here to Beatty. Slaughter out, 1-1.
The analysts, the ones who played in the majors, they've got their baseball cards.
I thought it was pretty funny.
With the photos,
Marte on second, and on first is Cedric Mullins. 1-1 here to Beatty, and he taps the slider foul. 1-2 here. Beatty from
that was our first year. We were younger then, much younger. Yeah, look at that.
I mean, black hair. Where'd they go?
Really? That's your King of Tonga era. That is my King of Tonga era.
It's the 1-2 here to Beatty. And fastball misses, 2-2.
Huge lead. He's pitching like he's pitching in a one-run ball game.
The 2-2 on Brett Beatty. Ryan Kirkering jump with it in the bed, and it's bounce foul. That back continues.
Yes, neither umpire called it. The home plate umpire didn't call it. The first base umpire didn't. I think the first base umpire put his hands up.
Yeah, he came in late. He just came in.
It was a very laissez-faire. Like it days ago. Come on, keep your head in the game. They're getting bored.
Laissez-faire, like technology.
That too. They're getting, yes. That's why I said it. Oh boy.
So Kirkering again, the 2-2, 29th pitch of the inning. And he struck him out looking.
Another fastball taken for a called third strike. And the best strand two in the Sept.
Well, it's been real. The Mets fucking suck. They have nothing going for them. Cody's a bitch. The team is probably about to miss the playoff. I mean, this got another decently rough stretch coming up. They lose 8-1. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose 3. The first 3 of 4 here in Philly, and a chance for 4 games sweep. Tomorrow's the Phillies. Cody's still a bitch. I'm gonna end the stream. It was a nice stream. God bless everybody. Everybody have a blessed night. Fuck the Mets. Fuck you, Cody.
Why'd I go to the